And what about ye? And in the garage today we have a Volvo V60 D4 all-wheel drive. This one is a 2017 model year, and the customer complaint on this one, let's see, get you in here. We'll close the door. Let's see, we'll start her up. The tire pressure monitoring system light is on, and he wants me to have a look at it. So he wants this light extinguished, and the guy that owns this car, well, he knows nothing about it. You know, he's an elderly gentleman. He just drives it, puts fuel in it and all that. So you can't blame him. So let's see. First of all, we'll go into my car here and click OK. And let's see. Tire monitor. Click OK again. And there we go. Check all 4 tires and inflate or change tires if needed. Keep the vehicle stationary. Start calibration. See owner's manual. Blah blah blah. So anyway, right away I can see that there's no actual pressures here. So it doesn't tell us, you know, 35 psi. It doesn't tell us any pressures at all. So that's telling me right away that this is probably an inactive system, and it doesn't actually measure the pressures at all. So it should be easy enough fix. Let's see now, what have I got? Just over 30 psi. It's a bit low for a big tire like this. There's a 19-inch rim. We'll just have a quick look and see what the spec is. So in the driver's door here, let's see, what does that say? So that's our wheel size there, 19-inch 235. That's the one on the boot. And let me see, the one in the middle there is highlighted 38. So 33 to 38, 35, but Eco, I'm going to put them all 38. Okay, how about that? Another way that you can tell whether you've got an active or a passive system, so that's the 2 main systems of tire pressure monitoring. The active means that basically there's a sensor in here, and it then with a radio signal talks to, you know, a module in the car and tells it what the actual pressure is, and there's batteries in it and stuff like that. So you can tell whether you've got one of those devices and it sits in the rim, you know, so it's in the wheel, and you can tell usually the valve stem is not a rubber thing. It's usually like maybe a metal sort of thing, you know. And then the other way of telling is if you move the valve about, you know, like that, you know, it'll hit on the rim, so you know it'll only move sort of one direction. It'll not be as free as the way this valve is. So you know, I'm pretty convinced that this is what's called a passive system. So what's basically happening, the way a passive system works is it, you know, based on the circumference of the wheel, and then from the wheel speed sensor and the rotation, it knows whether the wheel's flat or not, because the diameter changes, you know, if the tire goes flat. So yeah, pretty sure this is a passive system. Everything's looking to it. And here's a wee bit of information for the Volvo owners. Volvo S, V60, XC60, XC60, V70, blah blah blah, 2014 on. And you just about make it out there. How to learn reset TPMS system auto manual procedure. Learn type auto manual procedure. Inflate the tires to the exact recommended pressure indicated on the tire pressure label. Done that. Select my car in the info display. Select tire pressure. Select calibrate. Press OK. Go for a drive of speed of more than 18 miles an hour for at least 10 minutes. There we go. Simple as that. Our tires pumped up now. 38 psi in all corners. So we've got this message here on the dash now. Tire pressure too low, check, adjust and calibrate. So alright then. We will flick into my car. Okay. Where we got tire monitor. Okay, that. And start calibration. Okay. So what have we got? Press OK after all the tire pressure and all 4 tires have been checked and adjusted. Press OK to confirm, exit to cancel. So, OK. Calibration process has started and will finalise automatically. So, we'll take the car for a bit of a run. And we've just noticed that it's done it already itself. And all 4 are green. So, that's it. We don't even need to take it for a run. We'll take it for a run anyway. Well, it's a pretty simple fix. Wasn't really a fix at all. So, tires need pumped up, calibrated. So yeah, all 4 tires in this case were 30 to 32 psi, and I've put them up to 38. Now I've put it up to that sort of upper end because I know a lot of Hyundais and there's a lot of other cars with these passive systems, and you need to have it you need to have the tires fairly well pumped up, let's say. You know, but it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it when it's low. So, you know, your tires can go low. The diameter of the tire can change because it wears over time, and you know, the pressures can decrease just basically in cold weather. So if it sits overnight, you get a cold spell, and the pressures can decrease, and then you get that warming up. So that's basically it. There's nothing really much more. That wasn't really much of a fix there, just a reset calibration. No diagnostic tools at all. So there we go. Maybe you got something out of it. All the best. Thanks very much for watching, as ever, and